start a business with $100?
Good morning. Good morning to you all. Energy. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is good morning. You're welcome to the Copyright Institute of Uganda. We're a bit behind because of time, and because of that, I'm going to invite Emerson to lead us through a word of prayer. Then I will take you through the agenda and how the presentations will follow. So, Emma. You could maybe stand up for a word of prayer.
Thank you, Council. Lord, Emerson Rise, you're most welcome. Let's humble ourselves with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for our lives, for the gifts of life that you give to us, free of charge. I want to thank you for everyone who has managed to come. And I want to thank you for all the people who are also planning to come, who are on their way. May you protect them. Father, for us, we are planners, you're the implementer. Thank you that you know this day before all of us. And I welcome your presence in this place. May you lead us in everything that is going to happen. And may you give us handsome feedbacks from what we're going to discuss. I pray all in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. Amen.
Thank you for that, Emerson. Emerson, like many of us here, is a songwriter, and he goes by the name Emerson. Thank you all for coming to our premises. We are very pleased and honored to host you at the Copyright Institute of Uganda. My name is Musime Maria Sheila, a lawyer and a programs with the Copyright Institute of Uganda. This workshop is for songwriters, and I would ask to be active. Let us all contribute. Let us all feel free to have pieces of papers where you can write your questions that will come up while we make the presentations. And the agenda, the first activity is going to be, the first presentation is going to be on the copyright basics for a songwriter. Then we shall have a Q&A session where you give us the questions that, if there is anything that you want to know, you can write the questions on a piece of paper and we shall be able to respond to those after the first presentation. Thereafter, we shall have a lunch break, and then we shall have a second presentation on the new trends and limitation in copyright. Before I start, maybe you could tell us what your expectations are from today's workshop. You as a songwriter, what would you want to know? What would you want your take home to be after today's workshop? If I could have some volunteers.
A good morning. It's good afternoon now. Okay, good afternoon. Okay. But I strongly believe every single time I am introduced to something new and I know that it's going to change my life, whatever time it is, I normally say good morning. Yeah, because I believe if a day has set in and there's something new that I am going to learn, that is the beginning of the day. Yeah, good morning. So, on behalf of the Songwriters Association, I think this is one of the most or the best things that has happened to us. And on that note, I would love to really thank you, Copyright Institute, for finding us the best pool of people to deal with on this kind of matter. I think nja kusaba tukubireko Copyright Institute mungalo. Yeah, our expectations are so geared up because for all the years, I think every one of us has written songs. The biggest challenges that we have faced so far, we have been faced with, it is the emanation of the problem has always been copyright. Someone told me, I think I should quote Council, our patron. The first time we met over this issue of the association, he told me, you know what, I am one person who loves to be part of something that is busy with business. Yeah, you know, we can all be busy, but without business. So it is important to note that most of us have been busy without business. Yeah, because without the copyright, we the creatives, the content creator, the content creators are more or less doing a lot of kwetunda. Yeah, so us being here in the workshop, in the copyright workshop, it is it is of an important note that we are so expectant, because we need to actually go to the world and make them understand the importance of copyright after we have understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. I'm going to make a few introductions, but I thought maybe we could first, get to know our expectations before I go into that. Is there anyone else that? Okay. So let me make a few introductions. With us, we have the Executive Director of the Copyright Institute of Uganda, Council Silva Chagulanyi. We have John Kay, the writer, President, Uganda Songwriters Association. And we have Kasozi Frank, the Vice President of the Uganda Songwriters Association. Yes. So we are saying the Copyright Institute of Uganda. What are we? The Copyright Institute of Uganda. We are a non-for-profit organization geared towards promoting copyright law awareness and education. And there are so many creatives in the industry. And for today, we thought about you songwriters. What law, what rights do you have? What laws protect you? If you have a song, how best can you get money out of it? How best can you incentivize it? Because we have so many songwriters that probably some don't get their money, some don't get their royalties, some do not get to the worth of their works. But today, we shall be taking you through the copyright law basics. What rights govern you? How best can you protect yourselves? So without further ado, I'm going to invite the Executive Director of the Copyright Institute of Uganda, who is also a renowned songwriter. He's been a songwriter for over 15 years, over 20 years. Stand corrected. He's been a songwriter for over 20 years, and he's also a musician and an advocate of the High Court. You're most welcome, Councillor Silva.
Thank you so much, Sheila, and I would like to welcome everybody that has managed to come here. We're holding this workshop, and we're hosting this workshop, and we're happy that we have a partner in the Songwriters Association. So I believe we are all going to benefit, first of all, from your experience and also from the experience of the law. I beg to see it as this is going to be a workshop, and I'll try to run us through the basics. The first topic that I am going to facilitate today morning is on the basics of copyright law. Can this microphone sit down? Can I? Let me just place it down. Is that still fine? So he's going to hold it all the way. It's a bit of a, maybe get this please. Yeah, because I'm going to be trying to manipulate many things here. Next time I think we can have better order on the mic. So without wasting any time, I think many of us have been introduced to each other, we know each other, and we chose this workshop edition especially for the songwriters because I clearly believe that this is where creativity starts. And as you can see on the first slide, we have a copyright law in Uganda. Of course, Uganda is going to be our major focus, and in case we talk about the rest of the world, it will be for learning purposes. But we are all songwriters in Uganda, and I believe, I don't know if we have any representative from songwriters beyond. We could. Okay. So, as you can see, up there, you can try to follow those slides. Every time we talk about copyright law, the background is intellectual property. What is copyright? Or where does copyright fall? And with those definitions, you clearly can see that the reason we begin with the intellectual property as a definition is because copyright law or copyright is one of those legal subsets of intellectual property. And under intellectual property, we can define it as a category of rights. A category of rights that protects products, commercially valuable products of the human intellect. And like many other properties that we have seen generally, there is always need to protect property from intruders or from the people that want to access it and lawfully and deprive the rightful owners of the benefits. And that is where we get to understand that copyright law is coached for that purpose. Copyright law is coached to protect the rights, is coached to protect the rights of a copyright owner. What this means is that, for instance, if you build a house, you may choose to get a security system, a digital security system, or you may choose to pitch a fence around your house. So that is what copyright law does. Protecting, it's a law tailored to protect the rights of an owner of copyright. Copyright law is a little distinct. Copyright law is a little distinct from what copyright is. And I'll begin with what is copyright itself. Copyright is a legal right. It's a right that is given to authors like you, to artists, to protect their works. Of course, there are qualifications, such qualifications that we shall see, but copyright in a word protects works that have been expressed. The law that governs us is very clear on the fact that copyright law does not protect ideas, and they've always mentioned that. So, copyright is a legal right that is granted to an author of a work, and it is an exclusive right, meaning that the owner of that work retains all the rights to do or to authorize other people to exploit the work that they have created. Therefore, after seeing that there is a right called copyright, that is where now we see the purpose of finding a law that protects that work. So from the beginning, what we have been saying, yes, we have copyright as a right. Then what happens? We need a law that can be able to protect it. So every time you hear the word copyright law, it is important to know that this is the law that is created to protect you as a songwriter. If it is a good law, it will protect you well. If it has gaps, we need to advocate. We need to advocate for measures that fill up those gaps. Therefore, as we said before, copyright law remains a branch of the intellectual property laws, the big body of intellectual property laws that is tailored to govern intellectual rights that are categorized as copyright. Because this law does not operate in a vacuum. It has a beginning and it has a stand where we stay now. So the legal regime of copyright in Uganda is rooted in our Constitution. It's Article 26 of the Constitution, which provides for a right for all Ugandans to own a property. And when we're talking about property, after the definition you received in the beginning, we all understand now that also intellectual property is property. So Article 26 of the Constitution gives Ugandans a right to own property. And such definition, wide definition of property, definitely includes intellectual property. So copyright owners own property. The property they own is called intellectual property, or they own intellectual property. And under the Constitution, Parliament is given powers to create statutes, to create what we call acts of Parliament that specifically provide for particular issues. And in this case, we are talking about the issue of copyright. So the mother law, after the parent law, I don't know if I am told this one, but the major law governing copyright in Uganda is the Copyright and Enabling Rights Act of 2006. This is the act that repealed the Copyright Act of 1964. So it's much a better act than the one we had before. The other laws that are applicable in regard, we have the Copyright and Enabling Rights Act of Uganda, the Access to Information Act, the Civil Procedure Act, the Civil Procedure Rules, and the Evidence Act. Some of these I may be giving you a little bits and bits, so it's just important to have them mentioned for future referral purposes. Those that are interested also in understanding the international regime, those that are also interested in understanding the international regime of copyright, those are some of the bodies of laws, the Berne Convention of 1886, and the laws that keep flowing under it. But what is very important is that we must also understand the purpose of international law in governing our laws. Copyright is a law, or intellectual property is a law that cannot be governed in isolation to others, because you know the threat to copyright is international. You can protect it in Uganda and it is abused in Zimbabwe. I remember one time I wrote a song for one of the artists here, and before we knew it, an artist in Madagascar had copied the whole, the whole song. So that makes you realize that issues of copyright cannot be closed in. The interest is international. The scope of copyright, I will always refer to the law. I don't always encourage you to pick a copyright act. I don't know if anybody came with their copyright act. Next time we shall make better provision so that people can be able to have a copyright act to help for reference purposes. But you can jot down. If you want to see the scope of copyright, you need to look at section 5 of our law. The reason I'm giving you all this is that I am interested, first of all, to see that people taking interest to read the Copyright and Enabling Rights Act, because it is the governing law, and when you get to know the salient features of the Copyright and Enabling Rights Act, your life as a songwriter will definitely be better, because you'll be able to protect your works, or even to help others around you in the knowledge. I believe the Songwriters Association also has intentions that are communal regarding the association, helping every member of the association to get abreast with the real important issues. But in a word, as you can see, under the scope of copyright, under section 7, Generally, the law for works to be eligible for copyright, they must be listed under that law. But the law uses very wide language, meaning that the scope of copyright is open even today. That is why when we are making copyright agreements, we always talk about works known now and those to be known in future. So the law largely will say that the scope will include literally scientific and artistic works. It goes without saying, most of you here are songwriters. That means music. When you write music, it's under that scope. When you write a film, when you choreography, even if you just create a dance pattern, that can also be under copyright. Fine arts, computer programs, and now that becomes very important. Computer programs or software. That means that copyright, as a law, is really forward-looking. We don't know for certain what can be argued as eligible for copyright protection, because the law is very open. Even architectural designs are subject to copyright. It doesn't mean that it cuts away other protections that may emerge from other forms of law, like patents and industrial designs. But yes, they can be protected under copyright. I always like to tell this story of an incident that happened in regard, I use it as a reference in regard to the scope of copyright, where it would go. There was an incident in 2014 when Kim Kardashian instructed her lawyers to investigate whether she could sue successfully another girl or woman on Instagram who was copying her bum poses. And the question is, would such a suit have merit in the courts of law? Looking at how wide the scope of copyright is, probably she could copyright her bum poses. It's a question. So, but it mainly speaks about how wide, yes, image rights are a bit different, yes, but they are cousins to copyright. So, as you have seen, Mary, the mother, write a gospel song. Which name can we use? They put Brenda. And then the modifying where you intend Jesus, modifying the message you wanted to send across. Like not Mary, the mother of Jesus. Well, which name can we use? They put Brenda. The moral modifying being your intentions, modifying and the message you wanted to send without looking at any other exceptions. Well, you would have a clear right to say no. The moral right here. The only challenge is that the law qualifies and you're without looking at any exceptions you may have now. You would have a clear right to say no. Other, the only challenge will even qualify the person who you sold the work to in the beginning. Other, third parties, so even after the person that when you sold the work to in the beginning. If you have been able, if you have any more questions on the more rights, please write that down. We shall go back. I don't know if you have been able, if you have any more questions on the more rights, please write them down. We shall be able to answer them. But the more complex of these rights is the purpose of copyright and copyright law. The purpose is to incentivize the purpose of copyright and copyright law. And the major reason for that is to incentivize. When we're incentivized, the world will not run. And the major short of great ideas. The world will not run short of beautiful music, film, art, and all other, outcomes of human intellect and creativity. Meaning that if a creative is not incentivized, he may stop working. And the first incentive in this case is money. After saying, yes, I wrote this is my work, the next question is going to be, Mfuniramuwa, what is the benefit? Yes, the moral benefits, the benefit to attribution, he did it. Now, the bigger one is now the economic rights. What are economic rights? As you can see that slide in summary, but if you have the act itself, you should be looking at section 9 of the Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act. Here, the law provides that the owner of a protected work shall have, in relation to that work, the exclusive, that is a key word, the exclusive right. When we say exclusive, that means that this is a kind of monopoly. You've cut out all other people. You have an exclusive right, you only, to do or to authorize. And that is also another key word. You have an exclusive right to enjoy, but you also have that exclusive right to authorize others. Meaning it is not only you who is going to be enjoying, but also the people you have arranged with them, charge them what makes you comfortable to know, yes, I built for you a house, it is not mine, my interest has been taken care of, and that is the money. We are songwriters. I am a songwriter, and all of you are songwriters. But you see, that does not take away the fact that if our business is to grow, we will need investment. And if a person is going to invest and then the next day you want to challenge their investment, we would be defeating our own purpose. So, coming back to section 9, which talks about the biggest layer of rights. In proof of these rights, it is important to have paperwork. Proof is done with paperwork. The last item we shall discuss on this agenda will be the salient features in a songwriter's contract or agreement. What agreements should we be writing? Because these are rights that can be transferred. They are rights that can be transferred, meaning you can be a songwriter like me, a songwriter for 20 and more years. And you have many moral rights.